Welcome to another recipe edition of Great Health, Abundant Happiness, and Outrageous Love. Mwah.
Mwah.
What are you making tonight, my love?
Well, tonight is date night, so I dressed up for you.
Wow.
And we are having spring chili. So usually I just make chili, and we live at Copper Mountain, as some of you may know, which is a ski resort, and it's very cold up here. So the chili that I normally make is a really heavy, thicker chili.
It's great with a Cabernet.
And yes, it is. So tonight, because spring has sprung, I think, right?
I think so.
We hope so. And so I'm making a spring chili. So it's a lighter broth than the normal heavy one. And it's got some corn in it to give it that pretty spring color. Super simple. And obviously everything is organic. It's gluten-free, sugar-free, and vegan, of course. So what I did was I took my beans. So I had pinto beans and black beans.
Okay.
I used a pound of black beans and about a half a pound of pinto beans dried. And I really wanted to use kidney beans as well, but I didn't have dried. So I waited and added these in afterwards. But real quickly, I soaked my beans overnight. I emptied out the water that was in there and I rinsed the beans twice. I refilled up the pot with water, just enough to cover the beans, and then I cooked them until they were done. And it's really important to change out that water because you want to be able to use the water as your broth. So again, make sure you empty the water from soaking, rinse the beans, and then refill it. And then I put those in the pot over there. We'll take a look at in a second. And I added 1 box of Pompeii chopped tomatoes. And I added 1 jar of organic fat-free marinara 365, and I love this brand. It's really flavorful. I added in my kidney beans, 1 box, and I put in all of the liquid as well. And of course, nothing is complete without Beyond Meat crumbles. We absolutely love cooking with Beyond Meat crumbles. They're in quite a few of our recipes if you'll check on YouTube. There's 12 grams of protein per serving, and it's pea protein. So I love this product. It's gluten-free, soy-free, and it is just so delicious. And it's really low in fat as well. So, which I love because some of the meat alternatives are so high in fat that they're not, really worth adding.
Well, they add all those coconut oils and things to make them more like meat.
Exactly.
To get meat eaters over to a protein, a vegetable protein.
Exactly.
Right?
And really my cooking is not so much to, try to get people to, this is really, I'm a vegan chef in my own right. And so I always am excited to have a product like Beyond Meat. Before I get to that, I sliced up 2 peeled garlic cloves, sliced very thin, and I put them in there because I love garlic in everything. And then what I did, because the broth is very thin, there's also about 8 cups of water in there. And so to add a little bit of consistency, not as thick as what our normal chili would be, because this is a lighter spring chili, but I used, let's see, how much was it? I can't remember. I'll put it in the recipe, but I think I used about 1/4 cup of organic flaxseed, mixed it with some water, let it sit a little bit, and then, oh, I'm sorry, I actually mixed it with the liquid, the Aquafaba from the garbanzo beans. And I didn't let it sit, I actually put it in the bullet and blended it up. And that liquid from the garbanzos is such a great product. Don't ever discard it because you can use it for so many things. I also use it for baking. I made some mini muffins over there. It's so versatile. for adding, you know, a certain consistency into your baking and your cooking. So that was it. Pretty simple.
Yeah, simple.
Of course, spices. We've got some pepper, crushed red pepper, cumin, and then I use, so pretty much
What's the last one?
the last one is chili powder.
Okay.
And I used about 2 tablespoons of chili powder.
Okay.
The rest, you know, kind of to taste. Jeffrey and I love everything spicy, so I'm sure I used a lot more chili, crushed red pepper than anybody else is gonna want. So I know it's 6:30 and Jeffrey's starving. We usually like to be done eating before 6 or 7. Ooh, so let's see. Let me give it a stir. So you can see.
That's a nice light one.
Yes.
I see what you're saying. It's very different from what you make.
Exactly. So it's much lighter of a broth. So not
Looks
very
great.
heavy, but it's filled with
Looks great.
deliciousness. So you can see all of the beautiful beans and the corn, the Beyond Meat, and the tomatoes. And
Looks great.
Delicious, yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna give it a quick little taste.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Make sure it's good. Mmm.
Good.
Oh my gosh. Mmm. Mmm. Okay, Jeffrey, you gotta wrap because we have
All right.
to eat. It's so good. I can't wait for date night. Thank you so much for joining us in the kitchen at the Nest at Copper Mountain. Wishing you great health, abundant happiness, and outrageous love.
Thanks, guys. We'll see ya.